Bobby, TSP at the Hit Factory. And this video here, I decided, because you know a lot of my newest videos, I try to keep them 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe even a minute, keep attention and for you to get the information without it dragging on. But this right here is going to be my first 5-minute video. So we're going to try to address a lot of stuff. Let's get the nonsense out the way first. There's your Milk Dud, Seafood Fernando, the fraud. Proved his fraudness once again by putting up a video, took all the comments out because he don't want nobody to comment on his foolishness. It challenged me from Italy. It makes no sense, you know. Like it's like throwing out a bluff challenge because we're in 2 different countries. Like, what's the chances of us meeting up? Now he's saying that he'll fly me over, and he sent me no money. Like, it's easy to put money in the bank account. I'll come over. Or if you have that money to fly me over, you have enough money to fly over and get beat up. So that's all we're going to give you, Milk Dud. You will get beat up. Take that money out your pocket, buy a plane ticket, come over here to TSP, and I'll tie you to the pole and left hook you to sleep. Now on to other things. What is 52? People keep asking me a lot of emails, what is 52? 52 is a defensive system. And now when you hear defense, you think of, oh, I'm going to learn self-defense. Now this type of defense, we're not talking about offense as in defense, we're talking about defense as in defense, which is your ability to deal with incoming force. And if you go home and practice with a friend, just have a friend throw some shots at you, you'll see how bad you really suck at this. And footwork. Our ability to shift our weight and then fill up different legs is another attribute of 52. Our footwork is big to us. So pretty much it's the art of defense, the art of deception, the art of illusion, because you see a lot in their hands to sell you a shot, to hit you with another shot. Feints are big in fights, especially street fighting. In the street fight, you want to be able to sell them a fake and then jump in with, because believe you me, if you're not used to working with fakes, you fall for fakes all of the time. That's the reason why magicians are richer than Richie Rich. David Copperfield owns an island off of pulling rabbits out of a hat, fooling us with illusions. That's the power of your hands. And when you use that with your boxing, that's when you create 52. 52 is a defensive system that can go with other arts. Kicking, as easy as I can do this, as easy as I can do that. Put my foot up, you know what I'm saying? Once again. T-kick, so it can go with any system. It can go off of and then you go into your wrestling. It's a type of system that has that concept ability, that has that concept thing, sort of like Wing Chun, where it can fit other arts and it doesn't have to be stuck to just boxing. Yes, it used boxing as a vehicle to get to the public, but boxing is not the only thing that can be used with. I also got another question about the Philly shell. Philly shell is another child of the 52 blocks, and what he was asking me is 52 is the Philly shell. What's the high points? What's the low points? Now, first and foremost, the Philly shell wants to do one thing. Wants to invite you. When you see a Philly sheller, usually he's a counter puncher. And counter punchers need you to punch so they can get their game going. So thus the Philly shell. When any fighter sees a hand down, he wants to come in. It's kind of like saying, hey, look, no guard, what you gonna do? And then as soon as you shoot in, you get clipped with the counter punch. So for setting up counter punching, good. Another thing of Philly shell is out of sight, out of mind. What does that mean? So right here, you see my left hand. See it working. Now once I do something like this, and then all of a sudden, wham! So when that hand is taken out of sight, us as humans, we have that thing out of sight, out of mind. If you don't see it, you start to forget about it. And you forget he has the left hand, he's whipping these rights, and next thing you know, you get caught like with the Buddy McGirt left hook. Buddy McGirt was a killer with that. Didn't even see his left hook coming. So the Philly shell is good for that. Why is it not good against kickers? Is because the Philly shell needs a medium to a short distance range to work. You don't really want the Philly shell all the way out here. You're Philly shelling against nothing. There's nothing out there. He can't reach you. And if you're standing that far, he probably can reach you with the kick, but not his hands. And thus, destroying your Philly shell. So Philly shell good for punching. Philly shell is even good as he closes the gap and you need to get into a wrap, because this hand down prevents him from getting underhooks on his arm, and you can kind of control him and seal him out. You know, you'll see a lot of this with Mayweather. Kind of seal you out, push you back so they can steal his shot, or they just keep this hand down to where you can't get in. So to my friend that asked me that question, hopefully I broke that down good enough for you. So we'll go into conditioning drills for 52. So we all know 52 it needs a lot of leg strength. So one way to work on the leg strength, and this is also a challenge to anybody out here that feels they can do it. Try to switch legs. Lead, go down on it. Come on. So as you see, I'm going down in the lead, coming up in the rear. What does that do? It helps you work the legs and build what's very big to 52, which is level changes. The ability to disappear real fast and come back up with the shot. So hopefully I gave you enough information to help you get an understanding of what 52 is. Don't worry, there's more videos coming, more breakdowns. It's your boy, live from TSP.